Hey, everybody. So I'm really excited. I am here today to do a tier ranking, and we've just been so busy. I decided to do it as a live recording instead of an edited video. But we are going to do a tier ranking of the 2022 romantic comedies, and these aren't all of them. These are just some that I picked. I picked all of the theatrical and then a few others. And so I'm really excited to talk about this and be curious your ranking and what you think. But let me bring up the ranking here. Okay, here we go. This is gonna be fun. And I have the comments open, the chat room, and you can put in a super chat if you want. So let's just do this all together. It'll be great. Okay, here we go. All right. So I have the tiers is the top rank is A Perfect Proposal. So that's just a dream come true of a movie. Then we have Will You Be My Boyfriend? So this is pretty good starting the relationship. Great First Date. So this is another tier down, but pretty good. Then we have Bad First Date, and then Broke My Heart. So one I really didn't like. So let's see what we have. All right, first we have let's talk about Marry Me. So this one I'm going to put in a as Will You Be My Boyfriend? I think it was a pretty solid rom-com. I don't think that Owen Wilson and Jennifer Lopez had that great of chemistry though, and I almost think sometimes she had better chemistry with the other singer who leaves her. But the music was really good. The little girl was cute, and it had its moments. So overall, I would say Marry Me, Will You Be My Boyfriend? All right, then let's talk about wedding season. I'm also going to put this one as Will You Be My Boyfriend? This had a ton of fun weddings. I really liked both the leads. I thought they had great chemistry, and it was overall a really fun kind of fake relationship, fake dating story, which is always one of my favorites. So then we have I Want You Back. And I'm going to actually put this one in A Perfect Proposal. I really thought this was funny. I thought that Charlie Day and Jenny Slate had great chemistry. I liked all four of the leads actually in it. They have uh, a whole section with Little Shop of Horrors, and Jenny Slate sings Somewhere That's Green, was really fun. The relationship with the little boy was maybe a bit too much time spent on it, but still it was sweet. And I don't know, I just thought it was a really, really good romantic comedy. I went into it not knowing anything about it and was charmed. Okay, then we have Fire Island. And I am going to say, I'm going to say Great First Date. I think that this one is really charming, and I think for the target audience, for a gay audience, they will enjoy it. I did enjoy it. It is very, very hard R rating, which isn't like my favorite. But other people, will like that more. But I like that it pays homage to Jane Austen. I kind of wish that they did that even more. It's a pretty good loose adaptation of Pride and Prejudice, but overall, I liked it. So there we go. Okay, let's see what we got. Okay, next we have Good Luck to Leo Grande. And I am going to give this one. I'm gonna give it a Will You Be My Boyfriend? I just only because it's not like a traditional romance in the sense that, about two people falling in love, but I do think the script was pretty solid, and I think that Emma Thompson's performance was great, and sort of explores a different side of love and attraction, and I guess not being afraid to go after what you want, treating everybody with respect, uh, and the Leo Grant being a sex worker. I've never seen that done so respectfully as in this movie, and but it's just not like that romantic of a movie. So that's why it gets on Will You Be My Boyfriend. If I was looking for a romantic comedy, I probably wouldn't pick Good Luck to You, Leo Grant. Okay, then we have a weird one in this picture. I didn't know whether to include it, but enough people said they thought it counted as a romance. We're talking Thor, Love, and Thunder. And the relationship between Thor and Jane is definitely got the energy and the passion that you want from a romantic comedy. And there's certainly the comedy with the jokes. Um, but it is a pretty messy movie. Some of the jokes don't land, and it's kind of all over the place as far as tone and what it's trying to say. So I did overall still enjoy it. I liked Christian Bale's performance a lot. I liked Natalie Portman as Jane, but I still don't think they have the best chemistry. So I'm right in the middle between Great First Date and Bad First Date. I think as far as the romance, I am going to go Bad First Date because I still don't think they have the best chemistry, and I don't think it really told the romance that well. But I did still overall recommend the film. Okay, then we have Cha Cha Real Smooth. This was a big hit at Sundance. I did not enjoy it as much as everybody else seemed to. I found the lead to be kind of smug. And I also didn't think he was very good at his job. I would never want to hire him to start my party. I felt like he didn't do a good job. But my main problem with the movie is I didn't think that they handled the Dakota Johnson character very well. We're supposed to believe that what happens is a happy ending, but really, to me, it seemed like a very sad ending for her character. So I was disappointed in the ending. I didn't think it was great. So I didn't love it like most people seem to love it. But there you go. I'm still going to put it on Great First Date, though, because I think there are good things about it. And the little girl, I think, is great, the teenager. And I think there is chemistry between everybody in the movie. And so I think you, if you're looking for a romance, I think there's things to like about it. Whereas I think like Thor: Love and Thunder, it's just not as satisfying as as a romance as Cha Cha Real Smooth. But I don't like the ending of Cha Cha Real Smooth. But I'm going to put it right in the middle there. Okay, then we have Mr. Malcolm's List. I'm actually going to put this in Bad First Date. I know a lot of people really love this movie. It wasn't for me. I didn't care for it. And so it was disappointing for me. I really didn't like the conflict of like him being all upset about them trying to craft this perfect date for perfect woman for him, and him getting all affronted, and that was annoying to me. And I just didn't think that they had any chemistry at all. I mean, I didn't like the book, and so maybe I should have known that I wouldn't like this movie. Even though I like Frida Pinto very much, I just thought the conflict was stupid and the romance was weak and there was no chemistry. So I wanted to like it, but I didn't. Okay. Then we have another big disappointment with the Netflix Persuasion, and that goes in the broke my heart column. Again, this was one that I really wanted to like. I was pulling for it even with the trailer. I thought, oh, it's not going to be as bad as you all think. And it was as bad as everybody thought it was going to be. I hated the fourth wall breaking. I hated them turning Anne Elliot into this kind of rebel who's getting drunk all the time. And that's just not who Anne Elliot is at all. I don't think there was any chemistry between Dakota Johnson and I think it's Cosmo Jarvis is his name, between Wentworth and Anne at all. And I didn't like practically anything about it. I think that they had some nice cinematography. They I guess tried to do something different, but you got to at least have the core of the story in there somewhere, or don't call it a persuasion movie. Just have it be something else. Okay, then we have Love in Kilkenny. And I'm actually going to put this in Bad First Date. So this movie, it's about this town that all of a sudden there is this like there's a change to everybody's libido and everybody gets super super horny, and the comedy is very broad, and it seems like it has a very high score on Rotten Tomatoes. People are really enjoying it. It was not that funny to me, and it was just too much, and too kind of cringy for me. But other people seem to be enjoying it, so maybe you will like it better than me. But I just didn't laugh that much, and it was just too awkward for my taste. So, all right. So then we have. Let's talk about the worst person in the world. I'm gonna put that in A Perfect Proposal. So this movie, this got a lot of praise last year, and it was nominated, I think, for screenplay and also for foreign film. And it's actually quite funny. I think that her and this guy have great chemistry. It's been a while since I saw it. This movie does have a lot of nudity, so if that is not your jam, it's very European in that sense. But it's a coming of age story. It's a romance, and I think it's very well done. Okay, we're down to 3 left. Wow, this is going fast. Okay, then we have The Lost City, and I'm going with A Perfect Proposal for that one. I don't think that Channing Tatum and Sandra Bullock had the best chemistry, but I thought it was very funny, so it made up for me. It made up for that for me as far as the movie. I think sort of its riff on romance novels and action adventure movies were really funny. Brad Pitt was super funny. It could have had even more of him, and I think that it was an homage to Romancing the Stone, not like an exact copy of Romancing the Stone. And I mean, it's been so long since we had Romancing the Stone. I don't mind us getting another movie kind of like it. That didn't bother me. And Sandra Bullock is so great, and it made me laugh quite a bit. So that's why it gets A Perfect Proposal. All right, then we're going to Bros. And this one is also going to be a Will You Be My Boyfriend? So I think that it was very funny. The script is really good. You can listen to my analysis of it on Hallmarkies podcast with my friend Nathaniel. And there are a lot of jokes that made me laugh in this movie. And so the script was on point for that. I don't think that they necessarily have like the best chemistry, and I think that they actually would be kind of a toxic couple between Luke McFarlane and Billy Eichner. That I don't think that they would do that well together, which is a little bit of a problem. Also, they seem to be commenting on things that weren't actually like real. Like for instance, they kind of are talking about lots of gay rom-coms, and I'm like, what are they talking about? There's been hardly any gay rom-coms, sweet rom-coms. And so I don't know, I felt like it was taking shots at things that don't really hardly exist at all. And there's very few. So I don't know, it seemed like a little off sometimes in its jokes, but I still laughed quite a bit. And so they definitely nailed they definitely got a lot of comedy out of the script and the story and everything like that. All the Hall Heart was very funny, even if it seemed kind of out of nowhere. But yeah, I am going to put that in Will You Be My Boyfriend? Okay, then the last one is Ticket to Paradise, and I'm going to put that in A Perfect Proposal. Now, this movie, it is extremely predictable. It does have some unlikable character moments, and that's a problem, but I still thought that the stars were so engaging and likable, even doing unlikable things that were just so charismatic is what I meant to say. Charismatic. The two stars, Julia Roberts and George Clooney, trying to help their daughter. I thought they were really good together. I hope that we keep getting more of these movies. Bali was so beautiful, was very escapist, and so I think it executed the tropes that it needed to very well, and I enjoyed it. So let's do our final ranking here. So we have at top, I'm going to say I'm going to say I Want You Back. Then I'm going to say The Lost City, then The Worst Person in the World, and then Ticket to Paradise. And then I'm going to say Good Luck to You, Leo Grand, Bros, The Wedding Season, and Marry Me. And then Great First Date, I'm going to say Fire Island, and then Cha Cha, Real Smooth. Bad First Date, I'm going to say Thor, Love and Thunder, Love in Kilnary, and Mr. Malcolm's List, and Broke My Heart, Persuasion. So there we go. We did it. We ranked all of the rom-coms from 2022. And so let me know what you think of this ranking, where you would rank them. And if you'd like me to do more things like this, I would love to know. And so hope you're all doing well. Please like this video. Please subscribe to the channel and check out the Patreon. We have another watch along happening this week, which are so much fun. You get a peek at the behind the scenes of the movie making process. So take a look at that. We also have the merch store, which has tons of fun festive designs. Take a look at that. Make sure you check out Hallmarkies podcast. We have tons of stuff going on over there. And thanks so much, everybody. We'll talk to y'all later. Bye.